3, 2, 1, go!
Hi, this is Tim from Sound Effects Music in Ormskirk, and we're delighted to have today with us Bernie Marsden.
Hey! Ah, good day.
Excellent. He's doing a bit of a concert for us tonight, but we just thought we'd have a little bit of a chat about his own PRS Signature guitar, play a couple of bits for us, and yeah, we'll see what's happening.
Well, it's nice to be in Ormskirk, and it's nice to be anywhere these days. There you go. This guitar is about 1.5 years old now. This is my PRS SE edition, made in Korea. Don't get too excited, it's not an American guitar. It's about 1.5 years old now and doing very, very well. Am I surprised? Yeah, I guess I'm surprised and pleased. We thought it would do okay in Europe, and it's done very, very well in Europe, but it's done very, very well all over the world. And I don't think 48 hours goes by without me getting an email from somewhere in the world saying, I just bought one of your guitars and it's great. I love
it. It's been incredibly popular.
It's been very popular, and I think for quite a few reasons. I think it's, first and foremost, it's a good brand, obviously. Second, it looks
stunning.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And the price, I think, is, that's I think the main factor, because I think people are going in with a certain amount of money to buy a guitar.
Yeah.
But they're coming out with possibly a guitar and an amp or a pedal or something, and maybe a little bit of change.
Yeah.
And that's what I get in the emails and when I see people at things like the clinics we do and stuff, is that they're so pleased and they say, you know, well, even if it was half again, it would still be a good deal. And I think that's been a very positive part of it. And the Koreans have done a great job. The quality control is, well, second to none. And I know Paul has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I can back that up. When we get them in,
straight out of the box.
You get some of the brands and you kind of, you're always looking and you question it. They just are what they are, and you don't send them back. They're just great guitars straight out of the box. And
they're doing very well. There was you're probably aware, there was a limited run on a kind of an upgrade. Where they fitted 5310 pickups and did the out of phase thing and stuff like that, which is great. I use one of those as a main guitar, whatever you want to call it. I still use, this is a standard guitar, they were saying that you take off the wall, and I use my original one of these all the time. And not just because, you've got to use your own guitar, I've got a lot of other guitars, but it's always been there, and it's very playable, it does what I want it to do, it's very reliable, stays in tune, and I just think it's a good overall. I wouldn't go even close to saying it's a beginner's guitar. You could bypass that and intermediate and go straight for one of these. Then you may want to go a little bit stronger after that, but I don't think there'll be many of these available second-hand. People will keep them. And
so we've had a full-blown Korean. We've had a Korean with American pickups. Nod to the future. Anything planned?
Yeah, I think the guys in Maryland, Paul has talked to me about a limited edition all-American version.
Great, yeah.
Whether it will be private stock, we're still discussing. I think it probably will be. Be a limited edition, I guess. Maybe 100 for the States and 100 for the rest of the world, or something like that. Maybe a few more. I don't know. But that will be exciting. It will be interesting for me and for anybody that owns one of these, just to see how much better it can be. Obviously with the wood, it will be a whole piece through. And
there'll be some aesthetics there, but the tone will be...
Tonally, it'll be quite... I mean, I guess Paul will come up with some gem of a pickup for it and stuff like that. But even so, you can always change the pickups as they did with the upgrade, as they call it up here, the special edition. I don't know if that's what SE means, special, because you've been SS.
Tune edition.
I think that's right. Tune edition. But overall, I've been very, very happy, and it's lovely to think that there's hundreds, thousands of guitar players all over the world. Playing a guitar with my name on the headstock, and that makes me feel good.
It's been a massive draw, isn't it?
It's been really good, and it's put me into a marketplace again, where people are saying, "Oh, is that all you do these days? Just do." No, I still make records and I do gigs and stuff, but as a thing to put my name back into the the forefront of the guitar world. It's been very good. Yeah.
And speaking of gigging and playing, what's next on the agenda for you for that? Apart from concert tonight,
we have your show tonight in Ormskirk. I'll be on. Well, we're into October now, but by I'll have done some UK shows in November.
Yeah.
And then I have this new record. That's I suppose album.
It's a record.
It's a record.
We do records.
It's going to be a record because these guys do vinyl as well.
Excellent.
So I recorded a new album for a company called Mascot Provoke, and some very good friends of mine are on that label. I'm very pleased to be on the label.
Have we got anybody?
Well, for beginners, you have Joe Bonnamassa.
Yeah, he's coming on, isn't he?
He's not bad.
Yeah.
Another guy, what's his name? Steve Lukather. He's not bad. Yeah. Good mates of mine.
Yeah.
I'm glad to say.
Yeah.
Joe's playing on my album.
Excellent.
Why I was brave enough to put him on as a guitar player, I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm a bit crazy. Walter Trout they have Steve Morse. It's a very esoteric kind of guitar label, really. They don't sell themselves as a guitar label, but when you look at they have a nice guy called Philip Sace, a young guy. It's real good. They have Johnny Lang. And now they have me. Warren Haynes, another good friend of mine. I mean, I'm quite happy to be in that kind of company, It's a good album. I've gone back to writing rock songs, and it's a very, well, I may as well tell you because it will come out soon, but David Coverdale has sung a song on the album.
Excellent.
And I have to tell you, it's pretty sensational. His voice is just fantastic. It's great. So we have him, Ian Pace is on the album, Joe, Don Air is on the album. So it's a hard rocking record, bluesy, but it's a rock album.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's really good. So I'm pleased with that. And this guitar is not this particular one. Is this one? This one may be on one track. I'm not sure. This is featured pretty heavily on the album. I went in, with different amplifiers and different other bits and pieces, and I thought, well, what the hell, let's see what it sounds like. And it held up all the way through. I've used another famous guitar I have on a few tracks.
Well, that could be.
Yeah, that could be called, what's it called? The Terror or something it's called.
Yeah.
No, I've used the Beast on a couple of things, and without the Beast there wouldn't be this.
Yeah.
We can discuss the Beast if you want. I mean, it's everything has come together really well. It's been a good year. It's been I've had some good times, and I've been recording at Abbey Road, which has been great, and met some really nice people down there, and become friends, and kind of got back into, I would say, the mainstream, but playing with Whitesnake this year again, and getting up on stage with Joe Bonnamassa. It's all very nice and productive, and it's a good feel-good factor. That's what. And at this stage in my career, if you'd have asked me 10 years ago, let alone 20 years ago, say making a new album with these kind of people playing with me, I'd have laughed you off of the table. But here we are doing it, and it's great.
And we're delighted to have you here tonight.
It's nice to be here.
Our customers are going to be treated to a great and intimate concert.
Lots of stories.
Lots of stories, bit of guitar playing.
Yeah. So this thing is, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This is the neck pickup. It's nice and rounded. This guitar has 2 volumes, just the one tone, which is one thing I expressly wanted. Works really well. The bridge pickup is very... and that nice belly thing in the middle. So with a clean sound, that's what you get. Do anything you want, really. If you want this kind of guitar, this sound, a humbucking, I like it just if you...
Brilliant.
Available in all good guitar shops.
Excellent. And it's really genuinely good to see somebody who actually believes in their own signature guitar, and I know that you always get them out and play. I mean, it's somebody who is right behind it, and Bernie has the options of playing many guitars, one very famous one, but you regularly pick out your SE.
I've got a fair collection of guitars. That's pretty much documented, but obviously when you play an old guitar and you get a certain sound from it, but you have to be careful with it. If I don't have the situation these days where I have a guy looking after the guitars for me all the time, and I'm not very good at looking after guitars, and I'll suddenly say, oh, where is it? I say, where did I put it? I can't remember, and that's not really good. So, with these, as much as I love them and that stuff, if it gets damaged or it goes missing, I'll get another one, and that's kind of thing. And if it does the job for you on stage, if it does, that's one thing, but this will also do it for you in the studio.
Yeah.
You hook this up with a, something like this, a small amp or a big amp, whatever, and it'll do it. And if you want to try the upgraded one, that will give you a little more tonal because of the quality of the pickups.
Yeah.
I personally, maybe shouldn't say that, but I like these.
You do keep referring back to them.
I do like these.
Yeah.
These are what I would have called in the old days rough and ready. They do the job. I like the zebras. I asked for that as well. There may be a couple with double creams coming at some point.
Yeah.
They might be they just play around a bit in the factory and just mix them up a bit. Yeah, I'll probably go for that, Yeah. And of course the ones with the upgrades, they have to pick up covers on. Yeah. So if you see me playing one with covers on, that's a 5310, and I haven't switched it for anything else. So some say, oh, that's not like mine, but I try to use one of these where I can, And we left the scratch plate off. We should be ashamed to cover up a top like this.
It would, yeah.
And I guess it'll be exciting when the American ones are done. That'll be pretty good.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
That'll be next year, sometime next year, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Brilliant. Well, once again, thanks very much for your time. We better pack up the gear now.
Yeah, we
get
have
off to the gig.
We have to run down to the gig.
Let's go.
See you later.
See you guys.